Hi everyone, Mr. Erdreich here, and I am just going to demonstrate how to install the Gridview extension for Google Meet, as well as what the Gridview extension will do for you. So, Gridview was developed by a third-party developer last year to essentially give you a better view of having more people in your Google Meet. So we know that we can change our layout in Google Meet, meaning how do we see all of the people joining us in the Meet by clicking the little menu button and then change layout. And you have three options. You have Spotlight, Sidebar, and Tiled. Tiled only lets you see up to, I believe, 18 people at a time. Gridview lets you see up to 49 people at a time. Additionally, Google Meet introduced a new attendance and grouping and breakout room feature, but you need to have the Gridview extension installed. You'll be able to see the attendance button whether you have Gridview installed or not, but if you try to take attendance, you get an error saying Gridview is not detected. So let's go ahead and install that now. I'm just going to end my Meet. And we're going to go to the Chrome Web Store. So the easiest way to do that is by hitting the Apps button in the top left corner of your Chrome browser and then clicking Web Store. You could also go to chrome.google.com/web store and they'll take you there. Now let's search for Gridview for Meet. And there's a couple out there. Okay, there's a couple out there. And if you are on a district device, you have to make sure that the one that you need is unblocked by your administrator. So let's try Google Meet Grid View. See if I can find the one. Here we go. So the one that I'm using is Google Meet Grid View Fix. This one came out over the summer because the original one that was released ended up stopped changing your view. So we're going to use Google Meet Grid View Fix. We're going to hit Add to Chrome. It's going to ask if you're sure. And it's going to go ahead and add and give you a little message in the top of your Chrome window. Now, in order for this to take effect, you do need to close and relaunch Chrome. So I'm going to do that now. All right, so after installing the Gridview extension and then closing and relaunching Chrome, we can see that we have a new icon up here at the top of our Meet toolbar. And that's the Gridview control. So by clicking that, it'll turn Gridview on or off regardless of what layout you have chosen. So right now I am in the sidebar layout underneath my change layout here, but regardless of which one I have, Gridview will override it. Now I only have 7 student accounts with me here, so Gridview is going to look very similar to the tiled view because tiled lets you have up to about 18 people. Gridview, though, will let you go up to 49. So right now Gridview is off. We can tell because it has the little slash through the icon. If I tap Gridview, it'll reorganize all of us again regardless of my layout. So my layout actually did not change here. I'm still in sidebar, but Gridview has switched our view. And there are, as I mentioned, some settings that you can adjust. So you can change whether you want to include yourself in the view or not. You can highlight speakers, so it'll actually put a little box around the speaker. You can hide everyone who doesn't have their camera on. So you have a couple different settings that you can play with. Also, our attendance will now function, which is what I'm going to demonstrate in my next video, how to utilize the Gridview extension in order to utilize the attendance feature.